Well, there are more developments coming out of the biggest celebrity courtroom drama of the year as Amber Heard and Johnny Depp continue to go head-to-head.
Yeah, our entertainment editor Peter Ford has all the details. Pete, good morning to you. Amber has been grilled over a charity donation that never happened, yeah?
Yeah, this was under cross-examination today, and there were many claims and many denials, as you expect in this sort of case. And in amongst all of this was the confirmation from her that she has not handed over money to charity that she said she was going to do. So when Johnny and Amber split up, she was given $7 million. Now, she said she didn't want any money at all, but she was told, you've got to pinpoint a figure, otherwise the whole deal will collapse. So she said $7 million, and she publicly said, I'm going to donate this money to 2 charities. Now, that hasn't happened. Now, why this is particularly significant is because last year in the other defamation case, you're following this, I know it's complicated, that was the one against the Sun newspaper, she did say under oath that she had in fact given the money to charity. Now today she's admitting she hadn't. Here's a little bit of how it played out in court.
Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged, donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous with one another.
But I don't. Ms. Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
So it went on like that, those word games, and she hasn't handed over the money. Now, the other interesting story to emerge, which is like a very dark rom-com, is how she met Elon Musk, who was her boyfriend after she split up with Johnny. And in fact, at the time when they did meet, she was still with Johnny. They were meant to be going to the Met Gala together as Ralph Lauren's guests. They'd had a fight, and according to her, she decided to go on her own. And when she was there on the red carpet at the Met Gala, along comes Elon Musk with his mother, who was his date for the night, and then that's when they hooked up together. So this story has a long way to play out.
It sure does. Let's move on. Producers on Alec Baldwin's ill-fated film Rust. They've made a surprising announcement. What's that, Pete?
Well, they have said they are planning to complete the movie. Now, watch and wait and see. This, of course, now stems back 7 months since that horrific day when Helena Hutchins was killed. Now, it's still played out. There are hundreds of civil suits. There's still a criminal investigation. There's hundreds of insurance claims. As I said to you last week on something else, you know, I would suspect that maybe this is something to do with a legal loophole. If they say we're not going to resume the movie, then that may affect the outcome of some of these situations. So it may be they're just saying it because they need to say it. There's a terrible history in Hollywood of movies that are completed after an actor dies. It's like they're cursed. People don't want to go and see them. Probably the best known one is Natalie Wood in a movie called Brainstorm. So I doubt this is going to happen, but that's what they're saying.
All right, Pete, Ukraine's Eurovision winners have returned home after their emotional victory.
Yeah, which is lovely, even if it was maybe at the expense of the other contestants on Eurovision. But they have returned home as like homecoming heroes. Here they are at the Polish border. This is the Kalush Orchestra, and they were greeted, and you know, they've brought such joy and such hope to people in Ukraine. You've got to say that's a great thing. If that's the outcome and it's brought that excitement, music can do that. So, and they're actually going to sell that trophy. You hope someone like an Elon Musk might buy it and give it back to them. They say they want to sell that, see what money they can get in to help people in desperate need there at the moment.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Finally, Pete, a big name Hollywood star is heading down under. Who's that?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling will be spending many months based in Sydney. They're doing a movie version of an old 80s TV show called The Fall Guy, which starred Lee Majors back then. So this is a movie version, $30 million federally, $15 million from the New South Wales state government. So the movie is full steam ahead. No word yet whether Eva Mendes, his wife, will be with him. Now, Eva, you might recall, she's been to Australia many times, but 2 years ago she was the face of McHappy Day and said at the time, I'm really desperate to get back to Australia when it's permissible to do so. So I wouldn't mind tipping she's here for at least part of the shoot.
We should see if they could come on the show. Eva already been on the show.
Yeah.
If taxpayers are chipping in for the movie,
yeah,
I think
we own
Ryan owes us a visit.
I don't think Eva will come on the show because remember that thing we had? Eva and I had that thing. Do you remember?
What thing in your head do you think Eva Mendes?
It's quite a long story, but it was in a hotel foyer. We mentioned it last time, and I don't think she'll come on the show.
Yeah,
That's right,
I
you
do
bumped
recall.
into her.
Well, no, well, in a nutshell, Pete, I don't know if she was my hall pass. You know the hall pass, right?
Yeah.
And then I walked past her in the foyer at the hotel and realised that if at this point she agreed, then we're good to go.
Yeah, there's also a restraining order in place against you, Larry, too.
Multiple.
Yes.
Multiple.
Thanks, Pete.